Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today I am going to tell you another paranormal story time because it is still October, and this one is actually something that happened to me. So the last house that I lived in, the one that we had the fire in, the first, I think it was like the third day that we lived there. So like within the first week that we lived there, the third day we lived there, I went to bed. I had turned out the lights. I laid down in my bed and I was just starting to fall asleep. And I heard something like, like when a house is really quiet, because everyone else in the house was asleep. And when a house is really quiet, especially like older houses, you hear like creaking and stuff when people walk. I heard someone walk into the room, and for some reason, like normally I'm not scared of anything. Like nothing really scares me. I can watch scary movies in the dark and then turn out the lights and go to bed. Like I just don't get scared easily. Nothing scares me, but for some reason I could not like open my eyes. And it's not like I couldn't bring myself to open my eyes. I felt like I was kind of like paralyzed there and I just couldn't open my eyes. So I like hear like someone walk in my room, and then I hear them walk around my bed. And then like kind of like as they're walking around, I hear them like brush my bed. Like I feel the bed move a little bit because they walked around and brushed my bed. And so at this point my heart's like beating kind of fast, but I can't move. I can't like open my eyes. Like I want to be like, who's there? But I can't. And I just knew that it was no one else in the house. I mean, everyone had gone to sleep, and I guess technically someone could have woke up and come in, but wouldn't they have been like, if it was my kids, wouldn't they have been like, hey mom, or like whatever. So like I just knew like whatever it was not right. And then I feel it sit down, whatever it was, on my bed, on the foot of the bed. I felt like the bed go in. So I feel it sit down, and I could not move. I was like in, what do they call it? Sleep paralysis, kind of. But I had never fallen fully asleep. So I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh, maybe you were dreaming. No, I'd lay down, I'd close my eyes, and I was just like, I'm not a kind of person who just falls asleep. Like it takes me a long time. And I know the difference of when I'm asleep and when I'm awake. So I was like just starting to fall asleep, but hadn't fallen asleep when whatever this is came in my room, and the walking around and the sitting on the foot of my bed. And then finally, like I heard my phone, which was sitting over on the nightstand, I heard it ding that there's a text message, and that kind of like broke whatever it was that was like holding me in place. And I was able to open my eyes, look, there was nothing there. Like nothing there. Nothing was sitting on my bed anymore. There was nothing in the room. And I sat there for a second, and then I reached over and I got my phone and I looked at it, and it was a text message from a friend that I didn't talk to anymore. So like it wasn't even really a friend anymore. It was someone that I used to know well, but it's not someone that I talk to anymore, and it's not someone who texts me. And the time on my phone was just a little bit after 1 a.m. So first of all, this person never texts me. We're not really friends anymore. Second of all, if they were going to text me, they're not going to text me at 1 a.m. And it's a little after 1 a.m. So I look at the text and it just says, "Are you okay?" I'm sorry about that. I record on my phone and my phone rang, which stopped the video. But anyway, to get back to where I was, when I picked up the phone, the text, it read just, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, that's like really weird. Like, especially considering like just what happened. So I like text back and I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, I was asleep and I woke up because I had a dream about you. I dreamt that you were trapped in an old house and you were dressed up all nice, but you couldn't get out. You were trapped and I couldn't help you. I couldn't save you. And like I'm sitting here like freaking out, like this text is just so weird. 1 in the morning, this thing just happened in my room, like in a house that like I'm not really used to, that is like a haunted house, and something was in my room that I'm not even sure like had good intentions and didn't feel like good vibes or whatever it was. It didn't feel like a happy thing that was in my room. And then all of a sudden I get this text from a friend who I don't really talk to anymore in the middle of the night asking if I'm okay. And that's what like pulled me out of my sleep paralysis. So like I just text back like, yes, I was. But like that really bothered me the whole time, like that I got that text and all that happened. Like I don't know. I believe it was something paranormal. I believe that whatever it was in my room did not have good intentions, because it didn't feel like it did. Usually, like when I've been around things where I've felt like it was a spirit before, like sometimes I just don't like it, because like, you know, the feeling of being watched or whatever, like, you know, that something's around. But I can usually tell the difference if it means harm or no harm. And this, I don't know, something just felt wrong about this. And I felt like that text message pulled me out of the sleep paralysis that I was in right as the whatever it was sat on the bed. And who knows what would have happened from there if I hadn't received that text that snapped me out of it. So anyway, that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want more videos like this, let me know. I have a few more stories that I'm gonna tell, like paranormal type things, through October. And anyway, if there's any other kind of videos that you guys want me to make, let me know, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.